The sun rises over Manhattan, but today the city's rhythm is off. The usual energy is replaced by a heavy quiet. Wall Street is open, but its people move with a visible weight. Yesterday's tragedy has left a deep scar. What began as a normal Monday turned into chaos and fear. News spread quickly, work stopped, and the city that never sleeps held its breath. Today, as people return, they carry the memory of fear and a new sense of vulnerability. Conversations are softer, replaced with, "Are you okay?" and silent understanding. New York has faced darkness before and always stands up again, but resilience comes at a cost. It's built on collective grief and quiet determination. Those who show up today do so not because they've forgotten, but because they refuse to let fear win. The world sees Wall Street as a symbol of power, but today, it's stripped to its core. Human beings grieving for their community. They're trying to make sense of a senseless act. As the city moves forward, it does so forever changed. The heartbeat of New York may have been interrupted, but it has not stopped. It continues, quieter but more resolute. In tragedy, the city's true strength is revealed: unity, compassion, and the will to endure. The city's spirit, though shaken, remains unbroken. At 345 Park Avenue, a building home to Blackstone and the NFL, a normal Monday was shattered by gunfire. The attacker, Shane Tamura, brought an AR-15 into the heart of Midtown, his motives rooted in personal struggle and delusion. He targeted the NFL, blaming it for a brain condition he believed he had. In moments, panic replaced routine. Lives were changed forever. The attack was swift and brutal, spanning from the lobby to the 33rd floor. Ordinary people, just starting their week, were caught in a nightmare. Sirens filled the air as first responders rushed in. 4 innocent people were killed, another injured, and the attacker took his own life. The aftermath was chaos. Police secured the area, paramedics tended to the wounded, and a city tried to comprehend the horror. The incident sent shockwaves through New York and beyond. It was a stark reminder: violence can erupt anywhere, at any time. The day ended in heartbreak, leaving a community to mourn and ask why. Among the victims was Wesley LePatner, a trailblazer in finance and a mentor to many. As Blackstone's global head of Core Plus Real Estate, she was respected for her brilliance and generosity. Her loss is felt deeply, not just in boardrooms, but across New York's cultural and community life. Officer Didarul Islam, an off-duty NYPD officer and father, was also killed while protecting others. An immigrant from Bangladesh, he embodied the American dream and selfless service. 2 other lives were cut short, a man in the lobby and a woman on the 33rd floor, each with their own stories and families. An NFL employee was wounded but survived. These were not just names or statistics, they were people with dreams, families, and futures. Their absence is a painful reminder of the human cost of violence. They were simply at work and never came home. Their stories must not be forgotten. The New York Stock Exchange opened on time, but the mood was anything but normal. Behind the numbers, a heavy silence lingered. Faces showed sadness and disbelief. Security was heightened, and offices like Blackstone's remained closed for mourning. Companies offered support, focusing on people over profits. Conversations shifted from market trends to personal check-ins and shared grief. The tragedy broke through professional barriers, revealing a deep sense of unity. Compassion replaced competition as colleagues supported one another. This return to work was an act of resilience, not forgetting. Life must go on, but it will not be the same. Wall Street's true strength was on display: solidarity in adversity. The weight of tragedy was carried together. In the heart of capitalism, humanity mattered most. The tragedy at 345 Park Avenue has forced a conversation about mental health and finance. The shooter's struggles highlight a broader crisis: the immense pressure and silent suffering in high-stress industries. 1 in 3 finance workers report burnout, emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. The culture often discourages seeking help, fueling a silent epidemic. Stories of overwork and anxiety are common as the line between work and life blurs. The recent tragedy is a wake-up call. Behind every job title is a vulnerable human being. Some firms are starting to offer counseling and wellness programs, but stigma remains. The industry must create a culture where it's okay to not be okay. Supporting mental well-being is a strength, not a liability. The health of finance depends on the health of its people. This is not a story about markets. It's about people. Wesley Lepatner, Officer Islam, and others lost were more than headlines. They were family, friends, and colleagues. Wall Street is often measured in numbers, but tragedy reveals the faces behind them. New York's strength lies in its people. First responders, colleagues, and a community that refuses to be defined by violence. Resilience means acknowledging pain and moving forward with compassion. Every life lost is deeply felt. Every act of kindness matters. As the city returns to its rhythm, we must remember the lessons of this tragedy. Mental health matters and support must be ongoing. The true measure of strength is how we care for each other in our darkest hours. The markets will recover, but the memories remain. Let us honor the lost with action and compassion. In the end, our greatest asset is each other.